Today I am going to explain chapter 3 metals and non-metals, part 4 non-metals. There are 22 non-metal and non-metallic elements, of which 11 are gases, 1 is a liquid, and the rest 10 are solids. So now I have to explain characteristic of non-metals. First one is physical property of non-metals. First one, non-metals are usually brittle. That means if we hammer it, it can break up and split into the several pieces. It cannot be used for making sheets or wires. Second property, they usually do not have luster and cannot be polished. Only graphite and iodine are lustrous elements in non-metals. Third one, non-metals are generally bad conductors. Non-metals are generally bad conductors of heat and electricity. The only exception is graphite, which is a good conductor of electricity. Good conductor of electricity. Why non-metals are bad conductor? The reason is in the metallic atoms there is no free electrons. Generally, there is no free electrons or mobile electrons in their valence shell of their atoms. So, they do not conduct electricity or electric current. Another point is point 4. Non-metals can be easily broken. Non-metals can be easily broken due to their low tensile strength. That means bearing loads. Another is fifth physical property. Non-metals have low melting points. Non-metals have low melting points and boiling points. Low melting points and boiling points. The only exception is graphite. The only exception is graphite, whose melting point is very low or very high. For example, non-metals like phosphorus had 44 degrees Celsius melting point and 281 degrees Celsius boiling point. On the other hand, sulfur had 114 degrees Celsius melting point and 444 degrees Celsius boiling point. On the other hand, bromine have -7 degrees Celsius melting point and 60 degrees Celsius boiling point. And gaseous elements like oxygen have -229 degrees Celsius melting point and -183 degrees Celsius boiling point. Now we did sixth point of physical properties. Non-metals are generally light. Non-metals are generally light and have low density. That means non-metals have low density, so they are very light. For example, phosphorus have several allotropes. In its white allotropes, its density is 1.82 into 10 to the power -3, 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube. Sulfur have density 2.07 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube of density. And For graphite, this is 2.25 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube, and diamond have very high density, that is 3.51 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube density. That is why diamond is very hard. Now, seventh point, the solid nonmetals like carbon, graphite have soft in texture, but the only allotrope of carbon, that is known as graphite, is soft, but the allotrope like diamond is very hard due to their high density. Eighth point, nonmetals do not produce any ringing sound when we struck them by any object. That means they do not show sonorousness. And ninth point is nonmetals exist in all the three states of matter. Nonmetals exist in all the three states of matter, like carbon, sulfur, phosphorus are solids. Bromine is the only liquid nonmetals, and hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, etc. are gaseous nonmetals. So these are the physical properties of nonmetals. Now we explain in another segment. Tenth physical property is all nonmetals except hydrogen are electronegative. Because they can accept electrons from valence shell of metallic elements. They have tendency to accept electrons and become negatively charged ions. For example, when chlorine accepts one electron from metallic elements, they form chloride ion. Oxygen atom, when accept two electrons, they form oxide ions. So nonmetals are generally electronegative in character. 11th physical property is nonmetals have different colors. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, such non-metallic elements are colorless. On the other hand, chlorine is yellowish green color. Carbon is black in color. Bromine is red brown in color. Sulfur yellow in color. So we see that nonmetals have different color. Now I am going to explain you chemical properties of nonmetals. First one is reaction with oxygen. Nonmetals combine with oxygen to form acidic oxides and some neutral oxides. For example, when they dissolve in water, they produce acids. For example, carbon is a nonmetal. When react with oxygen, they form carbon dioxide, a nonmetallic oxide. And when carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in water, it forms carbonic acid. On the other hand, when sulfur is burned in oxygen, it forms sulfur dioxide. And when sulfur dioxide gas is dissolved in water, it gives sulfurous acid. Other oxides such as carbon monoxide (CO) and nitrous oxide (N2O) are neutral to litmus. That means they have no acidic behavior or chemical or basic behavior. They are neutral to litmus. That means they do not change the color of litmus or other indicators. Second chemical property is reaction with acids. reaction with acids. Unlike metals, non-metals do not react with acids because non-metals are less reactive than hydrogen. So they do not replace hydrogen from that compound. Some non-metals, however, react with oxidizing acids. Some non-metals, however, react with oxidizing acids to produce oxyacids. For example, sulfur. When react with nitric acid, it gives sulfuric acid, nitrogen dioxide, and water. So we see that in general case, nonmetals do not react with acids, but some nonmetallic elements react with oxidizing acids to produce oxyacids like H2SO4 in this reaction. Now I am explaining you reaction with chlorine. Nonmetals react with chlorine to form chlorides. Like phosphorus is a nonmetal that react with another nonmetal chlorine and form phosphorus trichloride. On the other hand, hydrogen when react with chlorine, it gives hydrogen chloride. So we see that nonmetals generally react with chlorine to form their chlorides, respective chlorides. Fourth chemical properties, reaction with hydrogen. Generally, nonmetals combine with hydrogen to form hydrides. Like hydrogen combine with sulfur to form hydrides of sulfur like hydrogen sulfide. Nitrogen react with hydrogen to form ammonia. These are hydrides of nonmetals. So we see that nonmetals react with hydrogen. These hydrides like hydrogen sulfide, ammonia are covalent in nature due to non-existence of iron. That means they do not contain any ion, so they do not show ionic behavior. So we see that these are the chemical properties of nonmetals, and in the next segment we deal the metallurgy of nonmetals and metals. So thank you.